Every few years, a film surfaces that feels less like entertainment and more like a punch in the gut, and a warning about who we've become. The Order from Justin Kuzel, with Jude Law and Nicholas Hoult, is one of those films. It doesn't just depict history, it feels like it's happening again right now. Set in 1983 America, it follows FBI agent Terry Husk as he stumbles into a web of bank robberies, car heists, and extreme manifestos with radical white supremacy ideology. But this isn't just a period piece, it's a warning, a mirror. In 2025, its themes hit with a sharp urgency that can't help but feel current. Much like Hell or High Water, The Order is steeped in mythology of America's broken promise. Both films explore men who believe that they've been wronged by the system too vast to care, who forge their own mortality out of desperation and pride. From the beginning, The Order moves with measured tension. Scenes often shift from quiet domestic interiors to the roaring wilderness of the Pacific Northwest, with its brooding mountains and shadows, reminding us that extremism doesn't only grow in obvious places. Justin uses light and silence as much as action. The quiet moments, like Husk's internal struggles, Matthew speaking to his followers, recruiting pamphlets, whispered promises, and they are just as extreme as the heists. Between stolen cars and violent confrontations, there are long stretches where the idea of radical belief, of hate, is allowed to breathe and grow. Jude Law is a wearied agent, burdened by the past cases, personal costs, and the creeping realism that the threat he's hunting is also something buried in the culture around him. Law brings a moral compass to Husk's character. Nicholas Hoult as Matthews is chilling, and how he binds charm and hostility together is pretty unbelievable. The power of persuasion, the danger of ideology, Hoult embodies that with such clarity in this movie. Justin treats The Order almost like a kind of documentary of hate. He digs into the roots, the manifestos, the bandaged together communities. He doesn't sensationalize so much as he exposes. This film shows how recruitment works, how ideology seeps in, and how people are radicalized, not always with obvious cruelty, but with subtle promise and shared grievances. The film draws from real history, the Silent Brotherhood, the Turner Diaries, post-Waco, real violent acts, but frames them so the past feels like a map to the present. The parallels are very chilling and real. And what gives The Order extreme weight in 2025 is how it resonates with events that feel painful and recent, like January 6th, insurrection. The film doesn't shy away from drawing those kinds of lines. So when we call the language of conspiracy and racism, the calls to overthrow the government, these are not distant memories. This is what The Order does. It shows you that radicalization is not sudden. It is built slowly over time and years. What grips you about The Order is how it refuses to let evil be an outsider. Matthews is not a madman, alone in a bunker. He speaks to fears people already have. He operates in systems with social orders. That's what makes it terrifying. The ordinary is a threat. Moreover, The Order doesn't just show violence, it shows the cost on families, on the soul of those fighting like Husk, and on the fabric of democracy itself. Why should you watch The Order? Because it is not just a well-made thriller. It is a moral reckoning. It's cinema that asks not just what happens, but what is happening still. What could happen? And the most important message, what are we allowing to happen? In 2025, when polarized politics, extreme ideology, disinformation, and identity-based violence feel like they're daily news, this film is a reminder: vigilance matters. The stories we tell, the ideologies we allow to grow, the grievances we ignore, all of them feed what Matthews embodies in this movie. Look, The Order doesn't offer peace. It doesn't pretend. the threats are far away or that laws can only shield us in society. It offers the weight of watching, the responsibility of seeing, and if you want cinema that matters and is unsettling, then The Order is probably for you. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Stop by next time for more deep dives into films that linger after the credits roll. And remember, you can catch our sci-fi thriller, Transient, streaming on all platforms right now. For fans of those of psychological horror, this is right up your alley. So I'm AJ. Until next time, take it easy.